Hi guys, Ratty from Inside FPV here. Today we were lucky enough to speak to Gary Kent, aka JusticeFPV. Here's a short Q&A with him. Right, first of all, who are you and where are you from?
My name's Gary Kent. My alias is JusticeFPV and I'm from Sandhurst, which is quite local to here, probably about 20 minutes. So,
when and why did you start flying RC quads?
I started flying about a year and a half ago. I got into it because I saw a video online of some guys flying through a forest, and it just looked like the next level. It just looked like that was the future, and I just wanted to do it. So I set myself a goal to spend 20 hours on something new, and now that's like 1,000+ hours. So
haven't looked back since.
No, that's it.
What frame do you fly?
I fly a TSX 220.
Designed by Tom Stanton?
Yeah, that's right, Tom Stanton, Stanton Frames.
Very good frames, they are very popular in the UK. What do your friends and family think of your hobby?
Oh, they're really supportive. They're really helpful. They appreciate that I spend a lot of time doing it, but it's something that I love, and I think they like the fact that when I come home from a day's flying, I've got a smile on my face. So yeah, they're really helpful.
How often do you fly? Like roughly how many packs do you get in a week?
It just depends on the weather, really. If the weather's good, like today, even though it's windy, you can still get in a few packs. I mainly fly after work, so I might fly for like an hour or so after work. I can probably get in about maybe 10 or 12 packs, something like that, but it's all weather dependent, really. If the weather's no good, then I just don't fly.
So it's trouble with living in England, really. Yeah.
That's right.
How many props do you think you break a week?
Oh man, you know what, props are pretty durable now. I probably don't go through as many as I did in the early days, so if I'm out for one session and I fly for about an hour and a half, sometimes I won't break any, sometimes I might break up to, I don't know, 5 or 6 props. But like I say, they're pretty durable now, so I don't go through too many.
Oh, that's good. What's the weirdest place that you've ever flown? Or the most interesting?
There's two places that probably not the weirdest, but the most interesting. One was Wembley Stadium. It's like classic, iconic British stadium. I couldn't beat that. And then I've just come back from the DR1 as well, and I flew at the Sepulveda Dam in LA. That was pretty spectacular as well. So they're probably the most interesting places I've flown.
Is there anywhere that you'd most like to fly?
Actually, yeah, there's a few places. I'd like to fly at the Grand Canyon just for the spectacle. I think it'd be amazing to fly there.
Ask Team Black Sheep, you're getting a bit of trouble for doing that.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'd have to fly the Grand Canyon, or there's a place in Bali where there's like a monastery or something out in the middle of the ocean. It's just a little way out from the beach. I'd like to fly there with a beautiful sunset. That would be really iconic. I'd like to do that.
So race organisers, get something organised in Bali then, get this man there.
Yeah.
Where do you see the hobby progressing in the next couple of years?
I'd like to see it on a level with something like superbikes or the MotoGP, where they still retain the kind of feel-good factor, and it's not gone totally corporate. I'd like to still retain the hobbyist aspect of it, so the fun that we have when we just come out here and we just fly with our friends. I like to try and keep some of that, but also still have. It'd be nice to see some bigger sponsors get on board, and some pilots have some pro pilots, people that do this for a living. So it'd be nice to see that. Whether we do or not it's not in my hands, unfortunately.
We need some big investment, a bit like what's happening over in the States with Mountain Dew and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. We need someone to step up to the plate here in the UK.
What's the most annoying thing you find about being a drone racing superstar pilot?
I wouldn't go far as to say superstar, but the most annoying thing is, one, changing props, and two, I'm not a big fan of building. So if I break something, if I can't work out what's wrong with my quad, that's the most annoying thing. I just want to get out and fly. I don't want to spend all this time building.
You're a pilot, not a mechanic, right?
Yeah, that's right. You want to be my mechanic?
You take me around the world a bit. Would you say you've got a biggest rival in racing at the moment?
I don't really think I don't think there's that kind of rivalry in the sport right now.
Just a bit of friendly competition.
Yeah, just friendly competition. I think that there's so many pilots in the UK, and I've met so many good pilots across the world now. Everyone's a rival on race day, so
anything can happen.
Anything can happen,
as we've seen in your last couple of events.
Yeah, that's right.
For those that don't know, Gary's had a bit of bad luck and he's had a few mid-air collisions.
Yeah, that twister, he's taken me out a few times now.
She allows twister. And do you fly freestyle or do you just like racing?
I just like to race. I mean, I fly without gates and flags and stuff, but when I do that, I normally just have a route in my head and I just fly to that pattern. I just like the feeling of progressing and know that you're getting faster, whereas freestyle is a bit more subjective. I do enjoy a bit of freestyle, but yeah, I'm really a racer at heart.
And it may seem like a silly question with what you're wearing, but are you sponsored by anyone?
Yeah, I'm on the Tornado X-Blaze team, so they've been taking me to events recently. They've been doing a fantastic job, and we've won quite a lot of races recently. So yeah, it's been really good.
And the team's doing really well. I hear they look after you very well.
Yeah, they do. Richard from X-Blaze and Victor as well. They do a fantastic job looking after me when I'm away. So yeah.
Have any advice for newbie pilots that are looking to get in and start racing?
Yeah, I would say start with something small. Make sure you enjoy the hobby. Make sure you're safe. Get yourself down to a local club. Find out from them the best way in. Everyone's really friendly, so yeah, I would say just find yourself your local club. Get yourself down there, and speak to people. I think that's the best way.
Nice. Finally, where can people find you on social media?
You can catch me on YouTube at JusticeFPV. That's JusticeFPV without any spaces. Or you can catch me on Instagram under the same thing, JusticeFPV.
I'll put links to both of them in the video description so you can find them. Thank you very much, Gary. Good luck at all your future races, and I hear you're at Farnborough Air Show soon in the UK Masters.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Should
Hope
be a good one.
Better luck there, and we'll see you soon.
Let's hope so. See you later.
Cheers.